I'm doing good, dude. I'm excited to play. I was saying I'm real excited to play this because it's one of my favorite games. Probably like top 5 games for me at least. I'm really excited. I've been excited to play this for a while. I don't think it'll take too long. I'm not trying to be braggy, but I'm kind of good at Sonic. I don't think it'll take me more than 3 streams, maybe. Now that I've said that, it'll take me 20 streams to finish. Turn it down a bit more. Okay. See if that's good. Let me know if that's better. Dude, check this part out. When his mouth moves, look at how bad this game's animation is rigged, dude. I kind of love it, though. It's part of the charm of this game. Watch. Are you meant to be hearing something? I mean, just me in the game. You can barely hear it now. Let me turn it up a little bit more. I don't know. The audio is weird. I don't know. I don't know why it's being weird. That's good. Okay. Appreciate that. Dude, this game is so ugly. It really is. Love this guy, though. One of my favorite characters. Watch this, dude. Watch this. They're gonna shoot bullets. And look at that, dude. That's so bad. Our weapons are useless. The rings right in front of him during the cutscene. You can barely see the police officer, dude. It's... They don't make games like this anymore. Jump into the rings during the cutscene. It's terrible. Dude, this is just... It's kind of a bad game, but I love it. At least you start with the rings. Ain't no way, brother. Ain't no way I didn't hit you. Alright, come on, get up here. Let's see if I can do it, dude. There's a trick where you can get him to, like, fall early. Nope, I didn't do it. Yeah, they're so on. Dude, this game is really, really one of the worst animated games ever made. It really is bad. The voice acting is really wild, which I've heard. I don't know how true this is. I've heard the reason the voice acting is so bad is because they put all the voice actors in a room and basically didn't give them any direction. They just gave them their lines without any kind of, like, direction or context, and that's why they delivered the lines so, like, dry. This part's so funny. Watch this. Why is this man on the roof?
You know nothing, fool. It's Chaos, the god of this.
And he's shouting. How did Sonic not hear that? There's a... I don't know, dude. I actually kind of wish more games were like this. There became a point when games got too good and they weren't as fun for some reason.
What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
I don't get why he doesn't jump out of the plane, because he can fly, right? If you know Sonic, Tails can fly. So why doesn't he jump out of the plane to save himself? A plane crashed over there at the beach. Hope the pilot's okay. Mr. Sonic, please go see. That's right, I am Mr. Sonic. This is my favorite Sonic character. Not a lot of people know about this. This is my favorite Sonic character. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a clue. Grab the spinning rings, it's important. As long as you've got the rings, you'll be okay, even if you hit any hazards. Now you know. Oh, and don't worry if the view suddenly changes. It does that sometimes. Just keep moving in the direction you want. This game was so bad, they had to put in a little tutorial here to tell you it's okay if the game gets bad. Alright, brother. Let's see how fast I can beat this. How did I get hit by that? Crazy. I don't want to brag, chat, but I am pretty good at Sonic. As you guys can see, this will probably maybe take me a few hours to finish and I'll be done. I thought this part was so cool. So one of my first, actually my very first video game console that I owned personally, like my mom had like an NES and stuff that she let me play and stuff. But the first one that was like mine that I got for like a holiday or something was the Sega Dreamcast. And I had got in a like a demo game that had just like the first level for a bunch of games on the Dreamcast, and it had this game, and I thought it was so cool. I didn't even know it wasn't the full game because I was such a little kid. And all I'd ever played was like the original Sonic the Hedgehog games. And the fact that it was just 3D and there was so much to do in this one level, I thought this was the full game, and I still thought it was infinitely better than anything that they'd ever put out before. Shoot. No, I'm going that way. Hey! I don't care, I'm going that way. Brother, this is insane. I was talking about how fast I'm gonna beat the game. I'm over here goofing around. I don't care. I'm going up that secret way. Bro. Finally. Alright. But I was saying, so I just replayed this first level over and over. All the time. I would just try and get like the best speed possible. And when I used to get like forced to go to church, my grandma knew, I guess, some other lady who also had a grandson who had the same demo for the Sega Dreamcast, and she would make me compete with this other little boy, dude. I didn't even care. I just wanted to play Sonic, but she would be like bragging about how much faster the Sonic ball is just a sphere with a Sonic PNG plastered onto it. Yeah. So my grandma would make me compete with another kid at church to see who could beat this level the fastest. And I always would win. I'm pretty good at Sonic from a young age. I just played it a lot. My grandma would be in church, dude, just bragging about my grandson beat it in 1 minute and 10 seconds last night. And of course I was good at it. It's the only game I had when I got the Sega Dreamcast. Like the only level I had to play. So I would just sit down every night and play this level for like 3 hours. I can't prove it, dude, but I know for a fact, I know that my grandma would bet money, dude. I can just tell. The way she acted, I could tell she was putting money on it.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Where do you even get that from, dude? Where are you keeping that? Bro didn't wear nothing. I guess he tucked it in his shoe.
Find one of the severed emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my
If they have unlimited power, why do you need 7 of them? Wouldn't one be fine?
Along with my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins.
Yeah, no, Tails is pretty bad.
Let's go!
There's nothing good about this game, animation-wise, art-wise. Like, there's really nothing besides like the promotional art. The promotional art for the game is pretty good, but besides that, dude, nothing about this game's that good. Unlimited power times infinity times 70. You know what? Fair point. Fair point. I guess you could always have more unlimited power. This part is so funny, dude. Listen to the soundtrack to Mystic Ruins Overworld. I'm gonna run around a minute so it'll play through. Dude, this song is so funny. It's just I mean, assumingly this is just, I mean, it's called the Mystic Ruins, but it's just a jungle, like a train's ride away from the main city, dude. Why is it like the soundtrack sound like I'm in the middle of nowhere, Africa?
If it isn't Sonic!
That's my favorite character, dude. Eggman, favorite character. Love Eggman. Silence.
The greatest scientific
Dude, he's so, I've never really noticed he's so big in this game. He doesn't even have a neck at all, bro. He just...
I'm gonna put them to work.
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds. That's not interfere.
Or else what, you big loser?
His eyebrows kill me, dude. The way his eyebrows move up and down.
The hard way.
Where was he keeping that stuff? Like, for sure what they did, right, is he just dug down and then they just swapped him out with a totally different model. But, like, what... By game logic, where was he keeping all that extra stuff to put on his little ship? The explosions look bad, dude. Everything about this game looks really bad.
All systems. Full power.
And then you can just kind of sit here and spin around, wait for him. This may be the ugliest game ever. It's definitely the ugliest game ever that's still fun to play. Alright, brother. Get down here.
All systems. Full power.
Easy. Too easy.
Hey, I'll play with you some other
One of my favorite things is that wherever you beat the level at, your like when animation just starts, so he'll just still be there floating above your head or whatever. Being fun, yeah, dude, it is fun, dude. I love this game. That's probably nostalgia, though. I don't know if someone who hasn't played it when they were a little kid could play this and enjoy it. He's just shaking his hands in there.
Oh no!
Even though this game's kind of wonky, though, a lot of what Sonic the Hedgehog is, it comes from this game. Like, before, all the like old 2D Sonic games are just like, they kind of have a totally different theme and vibe than this one. Like, everything modern Sonic comes from this game.
Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Ew.
Stone tablets predicted.
Now she's got one big arm.
Strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald. With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible and work for me. Together, we'll destroy Station Square. And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land, the ultimate city, where I will rule it all.
Dude, I feel like you cannot dig too deep into his plot. Like, why does he want to build a city? Who knows? What's he gonna do with it? Don't ask.
Sonic! We can't let him get away with this, can we?
No way, Tails.
This is my first playthrough? No, it is not.
Can't
Well, it's my first time playing it like on stream and YouTube, or like recording it or anything. Yeah, but I played this a lot when I was a kid. I played this game so many times. So it's not like a blind playthrough. Grab this little, hey. Grab this little thing right here. take it up here. So you're playing on PC or PC? Yeah, I'm playing on PC. Drop it right here. Dude, stuff like that used to be so hard to figure out when I was a kid. Like, I could not figure out how to, like, open certain levels, and I didn't have, like, the internet to, like, Google it. I used to just play this for hours trying to figure out what to do, where to go. This is one of my favorite levels, dude. This has got such a good level design. The soundtrack in this one's nice. This is unironically just a fun level. Even, like, despite the game being, like, janky and bad or whatever, this is just a fun level to play. No. Oh, it was close. Oh, well. How much FPS am I getting currently? Brother, I'll be honest. I'm no tech guru. I don't know. I have no idea.
You should be able to get out of the tornado. Jump on
I'm actually not very tech savvy.
Take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or
Alright.
else you'll fall.
What a cool level design, dude. Just in the middle of a tornado trying to get out. That's fun, dude. They just don't make, like, platformers like this anymore. Yeah. Dude, I'm in the eye of the storm, platforming around. There's all these platforms. Besides streams, what I do? I mean, that's pretty much it. I play Magic the Gathering. I'm into Magic the Gathering. I chill, dude. I'm kind of a movie buff. Stuff like that. Hey, get me off of here. Those are just a couple. Honestly, I have so many hobbies to list, dude. I do all kinds of stuff on any given week. One week I'm into something, next week I could be off of it. It just depends. Right now I'm really into Magic, and I just stream a lot. Yeah, it is very funny, Willow, that there is just a conveniently placed, like, series of platforms you can get around on the middle of that tornado. Dude, speaking of Magic the Gathering, dude, those new Sonic Magic cards are going to be so fire, dude. I cannot wait. I'm day one. I'm going to have an Eggman deck. I also really love Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't play much anymore. I play every once in a while on what's the simulator, Master Duel. I play on there every once in a while, but dude, I cannot wait to build some Magic decks with the Sonic cards. Low-key, everyone else has been hating on it, dude. One of my favorite cards besides Eggman, I think, is the Amy card. Everyone else I've seen talk about it hates that card, though. But I'm kind of excited to build, like, an Artifact Amy deck. That seems kind of fire. Where am I from, dude? I'm from Mississippi, United States. The worst place on earth, by the way. Look at, dude, look at the way Tails is clipped into Sonic. Yeah, not the art. Not really the art. I just mean that people are hating on the effect, like the actual Magic card for the Amy card. Which I don't know why. I thought it looked cool.
Go to Station Square.
I think
Something.
mostly it's because it's like an artifact themed deck, and I don't know, people just weren't in love with it. I thought it was cool. It fits her character. The flavor's really good. I mean, she carries a giant hammer. Why the worst place? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't really like the South, dude. Not into Southern culture. You'd have to be here to understand, I guess. But yeah, dude, people were not big on the Amy card.
City where you can go down into the sewer.
Greetings from England, dude. That's really cool. I think England's like one place I'd like to visit. There's a lot of places I'd like to go. Japan, but England's up there, dude. I'd like to visit there someday.
Now you've got
Is anything
light
bad
speed
over here?
shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up.
No, nothing's like, I don't know. I mean, it's like anywhere else. It's got good and bad. The best thing about where I live is that it's not very populated. It's not real busy. Everyone's kind of just keeps to themselves. I like that about it. I live in the middle of nowhere, and I don't really have any neighbors or anyone to bother me. But there's also not much here going on. Yeah, no, I agree. Well, so the way the secret layer cards work is you can't just, like, unless you want to pay, like, outrageous, like, second market prices, you you can't just get one of them. You have to order them as a set to get them like at a relatively cheap price, and relatively cheap is being generous. But so like you have to get the Amy card. I think just people didn't like the ability and just weren't like, I'm not gonna use it, which is fine. Like I don't mean whatever, more for me, dude. That means I can just get 4 copies of Amy and build like a deck or something. But yeah, people weren't super hot on that one. But everyone seems to love the Eggman, dude. Everyone else agrees the Eggman's like play wise gonna be such a fun card. From Florida, dude, that's cool. Yeah, Florida's cool, dude. This is the worst level in the game, by the way. Can you suggest something? I guess, dude. Depends on what it is. Yeah, this is the worst game. Because it's not like a level you just have to beat. You have to just collect coins. You have to get, like, I think 600 coins. Yeah, dude. I don't really care what anyone thinks about the Amy card, though. I'm probably going to build a deck for that. Would probably be the easiest one to build a deck for. Because I don't think it really needs, like, the crazy combos and stuff the other cards are going to require. It's a really straightforward play cards and then play artifacts and then equip the artifacts to them. I do remember that, yeah, the Lord of the Rings cards. I remember that controversy. Yeah, that I remember that. It was very funny, dude. I don't have a strong opinion about it one way or the other. I don't really care, because I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so it wasn't like they took anything from me. But I do remember people being upset about that. That was kind of a weird time in Magic, because everyone was so excited about Lord of the Rings, and I just could care less. I mean, it's not like I hate it or anything, and if there's like a card from Lord of the Rings I need to build a deck, I'll get it. But I don't have a strong opinion about the franchise. I feel the same way. Everyone's freaking out now because the newest Magic set is Final Fantasy, and the art in some of the cards is really cool, but I don't dislike or like Final Fantasy, so it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. Garrett Hedlund, dude, I have no idea who that is. Yeah, look at this, dude. You have to get coins. You have to run in here.
Deposit as many rings as you can.
And you have to deposit your coins so that you can climb up. Crazy. This is not a very fun level. It just kills the pacing too. This is What famous Minnesotas are there? I'm not from Minnesota. I'm from Mississippi, not Minnesota. There's like no one famous from here. Oprah's from Mississippi. She's pretty famous. Elvis was from here when he was alive. I guess he's still from here either way, but yeah, it's not that many people from Mississippi, dude. It's kind of a wasteland. If I ever became famous by some off chance, I'm not saying I'm from here. Would I like? No, thank you. I appreciate it though. Dude, this level. Oh, I was saying earlier. This is such a bad design, honestly, because the whole point of Sonic is to kind of go fast and like learn how to like the paths of the levels work. And just the fact that in this level you have to just stop. Favorite Elvis song, Caught in a Trap is good, dude. I've been really big on Unchained Melody lately. I've been listening to a lot of that. But Caught in a Trap's really good too. Do I have Discord? Sure. Wait. Yeah, this even like this part where it's an actual level, you have to stop and get as many coins as you can just to make sure you get enough. It really just kills the pacing of the game. Besides this, it's almost like gameplay-wise a perfect platformer. Besides like this level and a few like other wonky levels. This part, oh no, oh damn. So yeah, this will happen too. You have to be real careful because after you get hit, you lose all your coins, and then you just have no coins. This is just a bad level. Favorite Sonic song? Ooh, that's a tough question. Favorite Sonic song? The Windy Valley song is really good. Oh, I guess obviously I'd have to say what's the song from Sonic Adventure 2. The opening one. That one's really good. City Escape. Yeah, I don't. People are always on here doing that stuff, dude. I don't understand. Obviously, I'm not like interested in that. I don't know why they keep bothering. Yeah, I'd have to say probably City Escape's my favorite. I also really like Windy Valley from this game. What about you guys? What's your favorite? Oh, there's one from. I can't. It's not Ice Cap Zone. That's the ice level in this game. The ice level from Sonic Advance 2 is really good. I think it's from Sonic Advance 2. One of the Sonic Advance games. Yeah, dude, people are like that. I don't know. It's the funniest thing too. People, which Zagopath, who like is part of our Discord, he's talked to me about it too. People come on here, which it's not always scammers. Sometimes they're just genuinely asking. But people will come here and try and like to sell like art for like your Twitch and stuff. Like, hey, I'll make you a banner or whatever, and that's really cool or whatever. And I appreciate the hustle. But I tell them every time, I'm like, bro, literally everyone in our Discord is an artist. If I need an artist, I can find one. No disrespect, but I have no like shortage of people who are talented at art. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Let me pause it, dude. I saw something about Sonic Heroes. Ocean Palace is catchy, dude. You're right. Yes, I love Ocean Palace. Dude, Sonic Heroes just has a good soundtrack in general. The opening song is really good. All the team themes are really good. There's a lot of good Sonic music. I feel like I'm missing a lot. I should remember. I like all they're kind of goofy. I like them like kind of like ironically, I guess. But I like all the Knuckles songs from Sonic Adventure 2 are really good. All the raps, like Pumpkin Hill, that stuff. I'm collecting artists like Pokemon, kinda, dude. Like Chaos Emeralds. Once I get 7 artists, dude, I'll have unlimited power, unlimited art. Dude, speaking of, tonight after stream, I gotta go work on my Minecraft art. I haven't started at it, and not even a little bit. I have like barely an idea of what I want to do. I know it's gonna be Enderman themed, but that's like all I have. Yeah, dude, this level stinks. I'm so ready to be done with this. I don't even mind the platforming part. I just kind of wish it was like just a longer version of that. Maybe I have enough. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's plenty. No, it's not, dude. Look in this. It does. I'm a nerd for machines, dude. I'm a nerd for anything, dude. Any kind of thing, I'm probably into it. I mean, obviously I'm into video games a lot. I watch a lot of movies. Right now, me and my wife are rewatching all the Alien movies, which has been a lot of fun. We just rewatched all the High School Musicals, which was much more enjoyable than I thought it would be. But I've been heavy on Magic lately. I've been really into Magic. I gotta start getting some viewers into Magic, dude. I'm gonna try to get everyone on the Discord into Magic so I have more people to play with. Where's he going, bro? Nothing like neighbors talking in the garden at 1 a.m. What do you mean? I don't have any neighbors. I don't have anybody that lives near me. It's pretty quiet. This is just how I pass my time. Yes, dude, rewatching High School Musical was a lot of fun. They were better and worse than I remembered. This part is so goofy, dude. It's bad. I honestly just wish this was like a more complete full level instead of just like a tiny little segment you could do to collect a ton of coins. Like if this was a full level, it actually might be enjoyable. Like this part right here is fun. Like this is like very Sonic. It's just that you have to stop to collect all these little ring containers. Hydrate? Give me 1 second. Let me finish this level. I'll hydrate. Yeah, this part you always gotta be careful, dude. It gets me every time. Part of it's the water makes your like Sonic run weird. Something about it, I don't know. He runs odd. Alright, that should be plenty of rings. Yes. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. We kind of talked about it, like, just everyone that's kind of, like, part of a certain generation just watched it. Because, where am I, dude? I feel lost. What in the world? Okay. We kind of talked about how, like, that was, like, the first time, like, ever for, like, a TV show. Or, like, not a TV show, but, like, a movie on TV. That, like, I like, set up a date. I remembered, like, I gotta be here whatever day it was and watch this. Like, everyone, like, watched it live on TV. It was really cool. And then it took all my rings. Dude, I probably need, like, 8 more rings. It took all of them.
Yeah, not bad.
We looked it up. I think it's the highest grossing... High School Musical 2. High School Musical 2 is the highest grossing movie they've ever had on TV. Oh, I skipped the cutscene. I got so used to doing that. But the Dr. Eggman shoots them with,
Oh, man.
like,
What
sleep
happened to
gas,
the
and they fall
emeralds we
asleep.
just had?
And he steals their emeralds. That's my bad, dude. I forget not to skip the cutscenes for people who want to see them.
Safe? That guy must be desperate.
That means his
The game's
team's
Temple and
our
Jungle?
one.
Really?
That's
Where's it
right.
based on? I didn't know that. I was just talking about it earlier how goofy it is.